breakups, let's be honest. We're all gonna have at least one, and most likely one that's either really weird or really devastating, or kind of like a combination of both. I have a few quick disclaimers to say before this video gets started. So first, one, I do not mean to offend the person that the story is about. I just found it as kind of like a weird thing that happened in my life, and yeah, no offense there. Number two, this story does have some things where it sounds like I might have been abusing this person, but I wasn't. It was actually like play fighting. I'll get into that a little bit more later, but it is nothing against domestic violence. I fully am against that. And anyways, number three, I do not mean to offend or trigger anybody with this story. Okay, so I'm going to take you back to the day when I got broken up with in a really weird way. It is a really sunny day outside because at the time I was living in Las Vegas, which is a very sunny place. I am super happy. No, it's sunny outside, I'm getting that vitamin D, and my boyfriend's birthday is coming up really soon, and I got him like the best gift ever. I had spent a ton of time thinking about what I was gonna get him, and then I got him the perfect gift. It was just as I was telling my mom how excited I was to get my boyfriend this gift that she had gotten an email from my boyfriend's mom. So obviously we're thinking it's probably just some info for the party or something. So my mom goes over and she's reading this email, and obviously I'm getting really curious to know what it is because this is my boyfriend's mom. She reads it, looks at me, reads it, looks at me, reads it, goes, and then eventually she kind of tells me a little bit what it's about. This email is one of the weirdest things that's probably ever happened to me in my whole entire life. So in case you haven't figured this out yet, it was basically my boyfriend's mom breaking up with me through my mom over email. So at the time of my first relationship, I was 12 and he was 13. Here are a few excerpts from this email. I thought perhaps, since you know Ren the best, you might want to go about this in a certain way. We met each other through a homeschool group, and this is another thing that the mom had said. If they were in school, we probably wouldn't even know about this, and it would be handled differently, without parent involvement. But we are not in school, so it's not quite so simple. I kind of feel like even though that we were homeschooled, we probably could have just, he could have just come up to me and told me this, but we'll get into why he wouldn't do that in a second. So then the two moms exchanged a few more emails and they kind of talked about it, and my mom didn't really tell me much of what was going on yet, because she had made the point to this mom that it might be best if this boy, Tyler, had just met me in person and we had talked about it because, you know, we're the right age that we could start kind of talking to each other about this stuff. And now here's the part that I put that disclaimer about, the part where I sound like I actually hurt him. This is what the mom said after my mom, so much use of the word mom, had said that basically he should meet me in person and we could talk about this. He was concerned she would get angry with him. She tends to get physical, and he didn't really want to deal with that. So in other words, he didn't want me to hurt him. So all that I would ever do is I would like playfully punch him. Now I'm pretty sure that all you guys know what that is. That's just kind of like that, or it's like, oh, you don't like actually punch someone. I never physically hurt him. I just want to get the record straight that I have never hurt anyone in that way. And I am not ever going to hurt anyone physically because that is really weird. Did they think that he was gonna be like, hey Ren, I think we should break up. And then I was just gonna be like, what the fuck? And then just like punch him in the face. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I'll just let this one go. But it's just, I've always found that one kind of weird. So my number one thing that I've been thinking over these past few years after this email is just, who does this? Like, first of all, what sparked this idea? Second of all, who else has had this happen? Because it's the weirdest thing ever. Like, seriously. First of all, breaking up with someone over the internet, I know, is on one of the top lists of, like, don't do this, that's really weird, and, like, there's a lot more closure when you actually break up with someone in person. So I know that getting broken up over the internet is really bad, but I feel like I've gotten the extreme end of that. Like, not only was it over the internet, it was over email. Not even my email, my mom's email. Literally, if you think about this. Okay, so here's my boyfriend, here's his mom, here's me, here's my mom. How I feel like it kind of should have gone was that, you know, we conversed and he told me how I was feeling. That was okay. I would have probably handled this a whole lot better and I honestly wouldn't be making this video, which would really suck for you guys, wouldn't it? Because this is like entertainment, and for me too. But We would have talked, and then the moms would have been like, yeah, that sucks, hope we can stay friends. Instead, what happened is he told her that he didn't really want to be in a relationship anymore. She told my mom, and then my mom told me. I don't know, I just find it so weird. So basically what happened was that whole email thing happened. I was devastated. My whole entire life has ended. That's kind of sad. Not to mention, the day before I got broken up, my fashion design class ended, which was kind of like my artistic thing at the time. But basically the whole entire email thing happened, and then, I don't know who scheduled it, but basically we were gonna go meet at a coffee shop, or something like that, coffee shop then a park, and we were gonna talk this out. You know, like me and him were just gonna kind of talk about this and just converse about all of this. So let's say it's Monday, and then we plan to meet on like Thursday. So we have a few days. And then on like Wednesday, then they cancel, and then we plan ahead for like 3 more days. At least that's how I remember it, was we had planned a thing to go meet each other and go and talk about this, and it got canceled. And basically, we never really had that, and then the next time that I saw him, I'm pretty sure was at his party. Okay, so I got him this Lego game. It's like a Lego board game. This is what I got him for his birthday. I was so excited about this. I was so tempted. So it has a few characters in it. I was so tempted to do a few different things with this. Okay, I guess this is like a don't break up with me right before your birthday caution video or something like that. Kid you not. So it's like this nice, neat box. I thought about 1, taking out all the characters so you'd have to figure out another way to play it. 2, taking away just like a few random pieces that you wouldn't be able to find normally. 3, just taking out the thing, period, and then like posting it all over social. I didn't even have social media, but I thought about that one. You know, like putting it together, posting it on social media, totally making him jealous. 4, I thought of writing a letter. I don't remember what I thought was gonna be on it, but I thought of like writing some passive-aggressive letter and putting that in the box instead. Yeah, I had a few interesting thoughts there on what I'd do. I didn't do any of them. He got his wonderful board game, and I just kind of stood there while he opened it, and I was like, To give him a little bit of credit, I don't know who came up with this idea, who started it. I don't know if the moms had talked about it and then it happened, but we did eventually. I don't know when, but I think this was before his birthday. So, granted, we did do this. He did call me, and we did kind of talk about it. I was crying, because obviously, once again, falling the hell apart over here. And I was not the most mentally strong person at this time. I have gone through so much stuff that at this point, I am a whole lot more strong overall. And a whole lot smarter, too. But he did call me, and we did kind of talk it out, but I still kind of wish that we had just met in person and talked about all of this. Okay, one last thing before I go. Here are some photos of what I looked like when I was younger. I mean, seriously, look at that cute little bean. And like, I don't know what to call myself. I'm just trying to be relatable here. But seriously, look at that little cute sweetheart up there. I don't know, I was so cute. I don't even know why I'm showing guys these photos, but I was so cute. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Believe in yourself, you can do anything, and do not forget to like, comment, subscribe down below. I love all of my beautiful unicorns, and I think I already said this. I hope you have a wonderful, sparkly, rainbowy day. Then when I don't know what else to say because I already did my outro.